Alright, hi dogs by nature, welcome back to Rufio's Film Room. In this last video, I don't want to do anything too complicated, I just want to look at Trent Richardson being awesome. So here in this first play, I believe this is supposed to be a trap block. We're going to see this backside guard pull to the front side. I believe either this tackle or this end should be left free, and then we're looking for that guard to sort of meet them as they charge upfield and kick them out. For whatever reason, that doesn't happen. Play calls don't happen correctly. The guard pulls, but we block both 90 and 97. So as Pinkston comes across the formation, he's blocking 90, who's already blocked. And I'm not sure that might have been something that we're trying to do just because Jason Pierre-Paul is that kind of player. So we schemed to sort of block him twice. Not really sure. In any event, the hole that's supposed to open up here, we can see these seal blocks coming inside. We're unfortunately not able to kick any Giants out, but that's okay because we have 33. And he's going to see daylight, break it to the outside, where he sees his corner coming up to get him. He's got a lot of daylight except for that corner. Now, watch this move right here. When he puts that foot in the ground, look at how far outside this corner is. Okay, if he's any further outside, Trent could just run right by him and go to the end zone. But the way it is, he's outside. Trent sticks that foot in the ground, and all of a sudden, that corner is not fast enough and is trying to lunge to make tackles on 33. And that bounce is ridiculous. He's bouncing from 2 yards, 3 yards outside the hash, all the way out to the numbers. And he is able to get north-south again, turn the corner, again, outflank everyone. Turn the corner, and he broke a defensive back's tackle. Why not get a linebacker too? And while he's breaking that tackle, he's got his eyes on 97. He's able to set his feet right off that tackle and juke him out, stiff arm him. So we got a linebacker, defensive back, and defensive tackle all in the same play. Trent Richardson making about 8 yards out of nothing. Okay, on this play, we're going to see outside zone to the right. It's a lead zone. We've got about 10 guys in that box there. And this, to me, is a play that Trent Richardson needs to make more often. It's not a very exciting play. It's not a big play. It's not going to light up the stat sheet. But it is going to keep us on schedule and keep moving those chains. So we see here Trent is cutting to the right. He really doesn't have a whole lot of daylight here. But I want you to see that he's got a few yards of separation. He's patient. He's hanging back. He's not running up the backs of his offensive line. He's hanging back a few yards. He waits for just that little crease to open up, and he sticks his foot in the ground and gets north-south. Puts his head down and gets 3. Okay, so it's not a flashy run. It's not a big run. It's not going to increase his yards per carry. But this is a good play by Trent, not to dance around back here, try and cut it all the way back and outrun, 10 guys to the other sideline, but instead to have patience, sit back, realize that he's not going to get a big gain on this run, put his shoulder down, and get a few tough yards. So coming here from the end zone angle, we're going to see something I think we need to see more of in the zone running game, which is a cut block by the weak side guard. Cutting him down. Trent initially is sort of thinking about cutting up here, but sees 93 in the hole. Decides to remain patient, stick his foot in the ground, and get what he can get. And we need to see more of that from Trent in the future. Okay, on this last play here, we're going to see sort of a crackdown in either pin and pull zone type blocking or a sweep play. I don't know how Shermer sort of envisions this. It's sort of the same concept. We're going to see Greg Little from the bottom of the screen here go in motion toward the formation. And I want you to watch both he and Josh Gordon. Okay, and this is one of the reasons we like bigger, more physical wide receivers, is they're going to take on a defensive lineman and a linebacker respectively. Little's going to come in here and get this end. Josh Gordon's going to get this linebacker. We're going to crack down on them and pull a couple linemen around and have Marisic out in front lead blocking as well. And Little is physical enough to hit that defensive end pretty hard and move him out of the way. And you got to love a guy that, he's struggling catching the ball right now. He's fighting it a little bit. He's still finding ways to contribute to this team, and this is one of them right here. So we're sort of trying to pin them inside, pin those two players inside, pull some other guys around, and open up a crease. And you got to love when you see this, which is not exactly a clear picture of a big running lane, that Trent is able to see the defense moving, start moving right as everyone else is moving left, and cut through all this traffic to get that many yards. And then again, this man is a man that refuses to go down. Something I think we might try and change a little bit in the future, depending on situation, just to save some wear and tear on his body, because it's going to take a gang of 4 or 5 guys every time to bring him down. Watching from the end zone here, got those nice pin blocks up inside. Linemen either zoning or pulling out. That's Thomas pulling out here to kick this guy out. Marisic sort of makes a lunge. I'm not exactly sure why there, but gets enough of that linebacker. And Trent is able to see that kick out block, cut off of it, see color in the hole, and run to daylight, cutting up field and getting yards through traffic, and then finish this run hard. And that's what you love to see out of a running back. That's why we made this man the 3rd overall pick in April's draft. So thanks everyone for tuning in to Rufio's Film Room.